Food. As basic as this word sounds, it sometimes carries a deeper meaning and works like a therapy. And if food evokes memories from your past too, welcome to today's video. Before we dive into some interesting stories, let's first check out today's fun giveaway challenge where you can win an exciting Big Basket voucher. And here is how. After watching this video, comment below with what I cooked at the end of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the Big Basket YouTube channel to be eligible for the giveaway. Now, let's start with some food stories. I was never a foodie nor a cooking enthusiast. So my relationship with food was as basic as it could be. Forget craving a good meal or getting inspired to cook anything. Even instant noodles were a mystery to me for a long time. Well, as a kid, I ate whatever was served on the table without bothering much. At least, this is what my mom told me. Then I grew up, and as a hostel student, my taste buds were dulled, and it's only then I realized the importance of home-cooked food. And as soon as I started working, my priorities shifted to everything except food. So, more than a relationship, my connection with food started out more like a situationship. Days passed, and long story short, I got married. It was then that I decided to embark on my cooking journey for my husband. But in no time, we hired an excellent cook. Fast forward, life moved on, and soon from being a wife, I became a mom. And with motherhood came the inevitable mom guilt. I looked at my baby and thought, how could I not prepare the dish she might someday demand? It wasn't really a necessity, but it felt like one, at least back then. After all, what kind of mom would I be if I couldn't whip up a gourmet meal at 2 a.m.? With all my earlier cooking failures, I'm glad my journey began with baby food, where the basic skills involved were boiling and mashing. Now, I come from an era when mom would sit with a diary in hand during Sanjeev Kapoor's show, eagerly writing down the ingredients because, well, if Sanjeev ji said so, it had to be important. I remember this so well because sometimes I was the one on diary duty. So, with all those recipes written down in the diary, who better than your mom to guide you in kickstarting your cooking journey? From learning the difference between arhar dal and chana dal to understanding the role of jeera in tadkas, each lesson made the journey more interesting. But as easy as I'm making it sound, cooking with a newborn around was far from simple. The chaos of those early days was overwhelming. There was a constant struggle to find a few quiet moments for myself. And in that chaos, I realized that food became my escape. Cooking became the one thing that allowed me to slow down and reconnect with a part of myself that was missed in the newness of motherhood. It wasn't about the perfect dish or gourmet meals. It was about the simple act of making something, anything. Cooking something, taking a picture of it, and sharing with my mom and husband became a new normal. While I was navigating the emotional roller coaster of new motherhood, food became my silent therapist. Without even realizing it, I found a new hobby for myself, one that nurtured not just my family, but me. A small act of self-care that, in its own way, helped me rediscover my balance in all the chaos. All those years when mom was putting perfectly blended food on the table, I never really gave it much thought. While we can surely evaluate the effort, who can see the hidden intent behind that plate? I think I certainly didn't. But when my little girl started eating solids, I connected the dots, and the whole definition of food changed for me. Suddenly, food was no longer just about eating, it was about nourishing both physically and emotionally. Feeding my family home-cooked meals made with nourishing ingredients became one of the most satisfying experiences of my life. It wasn't just about feeding them, it was about the purpose behind every ingredient I chose and every meal I prepared. So, in a nutshell, I understood that cooking wasn't just about satisfying hunger. It was about connection to family, to love, and to the memories I was creating through food. The simple act of feeding someone became a quiet act of care and intention that spoke volumes even if unspoken. As things got more interesting, I wanted to learn more, and then came the world of YouTube. The idea that the same dish my mom made could be prepared in so many different ways was both surprising and amazing. Finding new recipes, trying new dishes, and tasting new flavors became a huge source of motivation. So, whenever I needed a break, I would head into my kitchen and cook something new for everyone. This lasted for a few months until I decided I wanted to start my own YouTube channel and share my love of food with others. That, I would say, was the second turning point in my food journey. Food vlogging became my outlet for creative expression. Cooking allowed me to express myself in new ways, whether experimenting with ingredients, tweaking a recipe to suit my taste, or plating a dish artistically. It became a way to release my creativity and individuality. This form of self-expression boosted my confidence and gave me a sense of accomplishment, especially when I received praises from others. But this was also just one of the many layers of food giving me therapy. The more I deep dived into food, the more I discovered its healing power. The more I cooked, the clearer it became that food wasn't just about surface level perceptions. Its meaning shifted depending on how I choose to perceive it in that moment. When I needed some mindful time, food helps me disconnect and stay present, allowing me to fully enjoy my hobby. When I'm riding the wave of an emotional roller coaster, food gives me space to process my emotions and decompress. When I miss home or mom's food, cultural cuisine brings comfort and sense of belonging. When I feel alone, calling friends over and cooking together fosters a sense of community. And when in doubt, cooking something from scratch gives me a sense of accomplishment and is incredibly rewarding. So if this doesn't make food therapy, then I wonder what does. So if you are somebody looking for a hobby, a creative outlet, a reason to socialize, a mindful activity, or just a good home-cooked meal, then consider making food a part of your life and thank me later. In case you're wondering what I'm making, so these are Ragi Til Laddu, which are apt for winters for my kids. You can find all the ingredients to make it on the Big Basket app. That's all for today, but share your food stories and thoughts along with the answers for the giveaway in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on Big Basket YouTube channel for more interesting videos like this. See you all very soon.